Guys, you ever wonder if you walk into a room full of people when you at a club settings or maybe like a little, like a little housewarming or something like that, and you surrounded by a lot of different people with a lot of different energies. But you notice that soon as you walk in a room and you may see somebody that you know and the person be like, sister, and you go hug the person and them hug you up and say wagwan and asking how you're doing and Ray. Then when you take a stop, you just see somebody over there just roll them eyes off of you and you don't know them from where. Let me tell you something. You see, there's a lot of Oman out there and there's a lot of Mun out there too that they've been, how could I say this? Abandoned by them parents. Let me just say this. And what I mean by abandoned by them parents, like the parents don't show them no love, no affection, no nurturing. Much less if they have a baby with a man, the man leave them take it out upon the baby. They cuss them daughters. They don't have no respect for the daughters. They would say all different kind of something something. And you know what that creates? It creates trauma. And a lot of them, when they grow up to be adults as women, they never dealt with that trauma. They never try to even heal. Like, let me forgive my mother, but let me distance myself from she because me, I leave her up to God and let me just work on myself as a woman. But enough of them don't do that. And it makes sense to me why every time they see other women with good spirits, you irritate them evil spirits because they never dealt with none of the trauma. They tormented. The way that the mothers them used to talk to them and disrespect them bitter. So when they see other people come around, they don't really like that person. Everything bother them when it comes to other people. And I hate that for them. When me hear women say that they're not a girls, that tells me a lot. Because as a mother of daughters, let me tell you something. You see, I love on mine. I love them. I nurture them. They don't even have to ask me, but just do it for them because that's what I want to do. But I explain to them being that they are grown, I don't necessarily have to do it for them. I'm gonna tell my kids them I love them every day. And when me in front of my kids, cause they don't live with me, I hug up my kids same way. I kiss up my kids. I nurture my kids. Same thing with my little sweet grandbaby, and she a girl. I was talking to this one guy that I met on a dating app, a Jamaican man. And the first thing I like to do, I like to ask a lot of questions. So me now ask the man, how is his relationship with his parents, his mother, father, that kind of stuff like that. The man said growing up as a kid, the mother used to treat him terrible in a Jamaica. He had other siblings, and every time holiday come around, the next siblings get something, he don't get nothing. She show all of them other siblings love, never show him no love. And that makes sense why a lot of these men is so emotionally disconnected because emotional comes from when you come from out of your mother. You have to build this bond with your mother while you're inside of the mother. And when you come from out of the mother, the bond continues. So if the mothers out there is not showing them sons, them daughters no love, affection, nurturing them, being there for them, whether it's just giving them good advice and so forth, or whatever the case may be, or maybe financially if they need be, how do you expect for a man to grow up as a man? Because a mother can't teach a man how to be a man. The fathers, that's where they come in at. A lot of the fathers, too, abandon their son. A lot of the fathers, when they don't want to be with the woman, them just leave the woman and they leave the son too. So they never get a chance to teach the son how to be a man. how to be a leader, how to be the provider for the woman, how to love the woman, respect the woman, and not try to hurt the woman in no kind of way. That's why we have so much men out here that don't have a problem with taking a woman's life. Once them find out the baby is not theirs, they take the woman head off or they take the woman life. When the woman says she don't want to be with them, they never was taught how to, when somebody say no, they need to understand what no means. You understand what I mean? And a lot of them can't take rejection because they already been rejected growing up as a kid. So when now they become an adult, they can't take rejection. They can't take when a woman tell them they don't want to be with them no more, or the woman want to go elsewhere, or the woman can't bother with the behaviors because the narcissistic behaviors and stuff like that. And you know what? It's not really all of their fault because it start with the parents, them inside of the homes, them. And then when the fathers them leave, that's abandonment, and they never come back into the kid life until the kid turn about 15, 16 years old. By that time, you done missed out on so much of the son's life. So when now they become an adult, they don't know nothing about no love. They don't know nothing about no affection, no nurturing, and nothing like that. The only thing they know about is lust. Lust. Especially like if the father's been in the foreign for a long time and then they finally send for the pitney them. And when they finally send for the pitney them, they already adults, 19 and 20 years old. But they already done missed out on every rascal thing. But no. The man tell me out of his own mouth how the mother did treat him and how the father did left. And I said to myself, this is why a lot of men jump from one woman to a next woman, to a next woman, to a next woman, because they're not fulfilled. They're not fulfilled with love. They're not fulfilled with respect or nothing like that. So they look for that into different women. Oh, let me sleep with her, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Everything is about money. From them feel like them have the money, they could have sleep with any Ras Club body. Like anybody could have access to them body. And it's just so sad. It's just very, very sad because both women and men shouldn't have to go through that. They shouldn't have to deal with that. But as adults, when they become adults, they're supposed to work on their healing journey. Go to therapy, talk to somebody, talk to God. A lot of them is so bitter. They don't know nothing about no love, nothing, because of the parents them. And I'm just gonna use that as a example. You see why I go on with the girl, Kizzy Dunn and her mother. Them going back and forth, back and forth. And the mother come up on there and the way she talk about her daughter, somebody that she birthed. She trying to put her daughter against her next daughter and say, oh, you just want to be like this, her daughter. I would never say something like that to my daughters. Because I love all of my daughters equally. You know? I love all of them equally, and everybody is not born to all look alike. Some of them going to come out like the father them. Some of them going to come out like the mother them. And some of them may come out as the grandmothers them. You just never know. Just the level of disrespect that I see upon social media. It kind of makes you wonder. Like mental illness is really, really real. And I just hate the fact that the men that I'm coming across as trying to date is so emotionally disconnected. They don't know nothing about love. The only thing they want to do is have sex and fulfill their needs with sex. That's it. They don't want to do nothing, much less if they want to take you out to dinner and stuff like that. Some of them don't even know how to treat a lady. Everything is about money with them. And I just hate that for them. It's the truth. No. Take heed.